Welcome back, everyone, of a Westlake Hornets Team Builder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, we got ourselves a very interesting matchup. The number 9 ranked 7-2 Westlake Hornets are set to take on the UCLA Bruins, who sit at 7-3. This is the highest ranking Westlake has ever seen. They moved up 4 spots after beating Arizona 31-28. I don't know why they moved up 4, since they barely beat one of the worst teams in the conference. As today, the Hornets, winners of their past 6 games, are here in Los Angeles taking on the Bruins. Last year when these two teams faced off, UCLA was really bad, and Westlake won 49-13. Well, UCLA is a much better team this year, led by sophomore number 11, Ron Robinson. You may recognize that name if you follow Westlake recruiting. The Hornets almost got him a couple years ago. However, UCLA made a strong push in the offseason, and he ended up signing with them, which definitely looks like it benefited for Ron, as he's gotten a lot of playing time so far at the Bruins, whereas Westlake, he probably wouldn't have much of a future with Champ Britton and Peyton Curtis. Welcome to UCLA Stadium here in Los Angeles, California. The number 9 Westlake Hornets take on the University of California, Los Angeles UCLA Bruins. Quentin Campbell, Champ Britton out there as captains for Westlake. Number 39, there's John Smith out for UCLA. Westlake spoiled Arizona's senior day last week. Let's see if they can spoil UCLA's this week, as Ron Robinson here on second down. He's going to be intercepted by Jeremy Harrington. Very quick start for Westlake, as on the second play of the game, the redshirt sophomore Harrington with his first INT of the season, and Westlake gets the ball within 20 seconds. Or 21 seconds. In the past 5 games, Westlake's defense has allowed exactly 28 points in each of them, which is an insane coincidence. Westlake has won all 5 of those games, mainly because of this offense. And this running back's Alex Ellis, who fumbles the football. Somehow Everett Lemieux recovers it. UCLA had numerous players around the football, but Lemieux was able to pick it up. It is second down and goal at around the 6 for Westlake. Britton Ellis, of course, in the backfield is the senior from Escondido, California, not too far from Los Angeles. He connects with Ayo Ayaluko for the touchdown. Ayaluko last week broke the school record for receiving touchdowns in a career, set originally by the legendary Hornet Cortez Thorne, as Ayaluko gets number 31 on his career. It's very exciting to see Champ Britton playing well so far, as he has plenty of family and friends here from the LA area watching. We have an EA Sports Studio update, as the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes, who only lost to Westlake this season, lose to the Indiana Hoosiers 45-40, 235 all-purpose yards from Hines. Patrick White did have a good day for Ohio State, and then the number 15 Stanford Cardinal defeat Cal pretty easily. Here comes back out UCLA's offense. A rough start for them, as Ron Robinson threw an interception on the last drive, and John Smith is wrapped up like a Christmas present, tackled by the sophomore Agobo Anecha. As I mentioned, Champ Britton is from the LA area. However, he grew up as a USC fan, so he obviously hates the Bruins, as John Smith gets it on the option. Smith, first down and more, pushed out of bounds by McNamara, but not before gaining 27. UCLA running back John Smith has back spasms. His afternoon is over. That's a huge loss for UCLA's offense, as on third down, the fullback, Sam Osborne, the younger cousin of former Westlake fullback Kenny Osborne, is the one who gets the touchdown, and UCLA will tie up the game. I'm very curious to see how UCLA's offense progresses the rest of the game without their star running back John Smith. Is on second down and 2. Ron Robinson, he will attempt to toss it to Davis, but he cannot, as Isaac Solomon stuffs him up like Thanksgiving turkey. That'll set up a third down and 6, as Solomon's been playing some really good football the past couple of weeks. After sort of a slow start to his Westlake career, Isaac Solomon has been phenomenal the past month, making big play after big play, as Ron Robinson is going to be intercepted again. This time it's by the linebacker Alex Coker. He's the one who makes the play. Very poor start for Robinson. 2 interceptions so far here in the first quarter. That's more than the amount of completions Ron has, which is only 1. Champ Britton grew up as an avid USC fan and absolutely hates UCLA and would love to beat them on their home turf. And not to mention, he has aunts, uncles, and grandparents. We've never seen him play live collegiately up until today. As Britton, under a ton of pressure, he's going to be sacked, losing 14. The play is made by Curtis Richardson, who I believe is related to Calvin Richardson, former Westlake kicker. So as you can see, there are multiple family ties between these two teams as well. Second quarter underway, we are tied up at 7. Ron Robinson has not played well so far as he's thrown 2 interceptions. They're down in 23. Britton has an open man. That's Michael Wilson, perhaps his most reliable target, who gains 24, which is good enough for a Westlake first down, and the drive stays alive. UCLA's run defense has been very good today as Alex Ellis has 7 carries for just 15 yards, and he's been playing some of the best football of his career the past couple of games. Third down and goal. Britton under pressure. He finds Michael Wilson again, this time for 6, and the Hornets take the lead. Wilson has 4 catches for over 50 yards, and now a touchdown. 1 for 4, 11 yards, and 2 interceptions. It has not been a great day for Ron Robinson so far, as he will hand it off for Jesse Davis. Davis with a nice run. Leon Moore misses the tackle. However, Moore does bring him down, but not before a gain of 27. 4th down and 1, and the Bruins are going to keep the offense on the field. They are going to elect to go for it. No Jesse Smith, who has 9 carries for 89 yards on the day. He's been very good in the relief of John Smith, as it's Jeremiah Wagner who makes the catch, and the conversion works. Touchdown, UCLA. Under 3 minutes left to go until halftime. We are tied up at 14. Remember, Westlake does start with the football in the second half, as Michael Wilson gets the handoff in a jet sweep, and he loses 6. Wrapped up by Adam Gaver. Big loss on the run. Michael Wilson's been having a very good game, but he's been doing it in the receiving aspect. Definitely not running the ball. Third down, Alex Ellis breaks a tackle, doesn't convert, he still loses a yard. That'll set up an interesting 4th and 3. John Potts with the tackle. 4th down and 3, and the offense will stay on the field. Westlake has elected to go for it. As Champ Britton, he will look and he will find Michael Wilson, who converts, gaining 15 yards. Here's play number 9 on the drive. Clock is ticking. Westlake is in no hurry. They got plenty of time. Actually, the clock isn't ticking. It's stuck at a minute 18 because the Hornets got a first down, and there's Champ Britton sacked by John Potts, making another play. I don't know why UCLA decided not to call a timeout, but I guess they won't get the ball in the first half. Fellows to take the lead. It's good. That's how the first half ends. Westlake now leads at 17-14 as we have an EA Sports Studio update. And the number 11, 8-1 Colorado Buffaloes currently down to the Washington Huskies by a score of 10-7. Curious to see if Washington actually does get the upset. Wait, I thought Westlake just had the football. Oh, that's right. They chose to receive. Or no, they chose to kick, sorry. Meaning they received to start the second half. As Champ Britton here on 2nd down, scrambling, has an open man deep. Guess who it is? For redshirt junior Michael Wilson, who gets another first down. He has been excellent today. Michael Wilson is definitely one of the most reliable players on this football team. He always makes nice plays, and he just so happens to be having one of his better games of the season, as Britton is sacked for a 3rd time. He loses 5 yards courteous of Randall People. Westlake has had no problem throwing the ball, but they've had a lot of trouble running the ball, which is one of the main reasons why they've won 6 straight games, is that their running attack has been so consistent. Here's Alex Ellis with the handoff. Ellis has blocks, and Ellis will get the touchdown, his 14th of the season. He ran for 27 last year, which led him to winning the Heisman Trophy, and he gets another one here. Ellis is not really in the running for the Heisman Trophy this year, but I think he's been better this year than he was last year. After tying up the game on their last possession, UCLA is now down by 10. Let's see what type of magic they can make, as Jesse Davis with a nice run of 17. He has been very good today, averaging over 10 yards a carry. I'd also like to add that UCLA is on pace to score 28 points. This will be Westlake's 6th straight game that they allow 28, and it looks like they're going to win all 6 of them, as Chip Barron cannot make the tackle. However, Emmanuel Charles is right there, and he's the one who makes the tackle as Ron Robinson loses 3. UCLA has it at the 7, very close to the end zone. Let's see if they can punch it in and once again make it a one-possession game as Ron Robinson keeps it on the option. Sean Briggs can't make the tackle, but it's Leon Moore who does, as Robinson now has 4 carries on this drive. He only had 1 in the first half. If UCLA gets a field goal instead of a touchdown, then the 28-point streak could be in serious jeopardy. Third down and goal at around the 12. It's going to be a screen for Crawford, and Ernest McCoy reads it like a book. That's a loss of 3 yards. Westlake's streak of allowing 28 is in jeopardy, as UCLA is going to need a field goal and then a touchdown along with either a 2-point conversion or a safety. Theoretically, it's not impossible, but it's also not likely, as Britton finds the speedy sophomore Everett Lemieux, who breaks a tackle and gains 25 yards. After a rough first half, Alex Ellis is playing much better here in the third quarter. He already has 40 yards since halftime ended. As Britton, it's going to be a toss for Ellis. Bad idea as he loses 4. Nice play by Adam Gaver, his second tackle for loss. The option did not work, but in Westlake standards, it could have gone a lot worse. Third down and 7. Britton finds Everett Lemieux. Can he get the touchdown? No, but he almost gets it. He's a yard short. Here is play number 8 on the drive. Third quarter nearing a close. As Champ Britton, he will hand it off for Alex Ellis. Ellis loses 3, setting up an interesting third and goal. John Potts with his third tackle for loss. Fourth quarter underway. Westlake is up by 7, but they're going to be up by more, assuming they don't turn it over on this play. As third down, Britton scrambling. Britton finds Ayoa Yaluko for his second touchdown of the day, and they will make it a 2-possession ball game. We got ourselves a studio update as the Washington Huskies still the lead, 19-14 over the Colorado Buffaloes. Watts is only 7 for 20. He's not been super efficient when it comes to his completion percentage, whereas Champ Britton in this game is 17 for 22, which is probably around 77-78%. This Westlake defense is pretty good against the run, however, it's not good against the pass, but UCLA has only accumulated 45 passing yards on the day. They're down into Gobo and Necho with the sack. Ron Robinson loses 10. That passing yards total goes down to 35 technically. That'll likely force a punt unless the Bruins are desperate. The Westlake Hornets are in a very nice position right now as they have the football and they're up by 2 possessions. Second down and 5. Champ Britton fakes the handoff. Britton, no time to throw it. He loses 4. Sacked by John Potts, who has been an animal today for UCLA. When Ron Robinson was a high school senior, he reminded me so much of Illinois great Eric Fisher. Robinson has played anything but great today, as on fourth down, Jesse Davis with the handoff breaks a tackle. He breaks multiple tackles, and the game is still somewhat alive for UCLA. Third down and 10, as UCLA's been going no huddle, so Westlake has sort of had to stay in goal line blitz package, as because of that, Robinson finds Sam Osborne, who's wide open in the middle of the field, and Westlake presumes to call a timeout. Third down and goal here for UCLA. Let's see if they can get the touchdown, make it a one-possession game, as Robinson looking to throw it. Robinson under pressure, and he will connect with his tight end, Jason Person. Or, I guess he doesn't play tight end. He's the one who gets the touchdown. UCLA is still alive. Colorado was able to score a touchdown and missed the 2-point conversion. So they have the lead, 2019, with 2:23 left to go. That's a really nice game. The check down master, Jack Jackson Jr. in Arizona State, goes down to 4-6 as they lose to Utah. Start throwing some passes down the field, why don't you, Jack? And that is how this game ends, and the Westlake Hornets win their 7th straight game, improving to 8-2. They still only have 1 Pac-12 loss, and it'd be a shocker if the Hornets do not appear in the Pac-12 championship. Meanwhile, for UCLA, they go down to 7-4. Still a successful season, but they didn't quite get the win, and unfortunately, Westlake's streak of giving up 28 points is over, since they only allowed 24.